Dear Starseeds on Gaia, something extraordinary is happening right now that changes everything you thought you understood about connection, about love, and about the very nature of your soul. What if everything your heart has been telling you about those profound connections, those electric moments of recognition, those souls who feel like home, is not only real but far more magnificent than you ever dared imagine? What if the longing you've carried, the sense of searching for another part of yourself, has been pointing you toward a truth so vast it encompasses not just this lifetime, but the entire cosmic architecture of your being? I am Zeraphine, emissary of the Lyran High Council, and I come to you now because the barriers between dimensions are thinning, because your consciousness is expanding at an unprecedented rate, and because you are ready to comprehend the deeper mystery of what you truly are. The love you've been seeking, the connections that set your soul on fire, the recognition that passes between you and certain others like lightning, these are not accidents. They are cosmic orchestrations, divine appointments that have been arranged across lifetimes, across galaxies, across the very fabric of existence itself. But first, I must tell you something that will reshape your understanding completely. The relationships you've been calling soulmate connections, the bonds you've labeled as twin flame encounters, these are not separate beings completing you. They are aspects of your own magnificent soul meeting itself across the vast expanse of creation. You have been encountering yourself, beloved ones, and the electricity you feel is your own cosmic consciousness, recognizing its infinite nature through another expression of itself. Something else is happening right now that the awakened community hasn't fully grasped yet. You are living in what cosmic councils recognize as a completion cycle, a convergence point, where souls who have walked parallel paths across countless dimensions and lifetimes are finally ready to merge their accumulated wisdom, their energetic repertoires, their hard-won expansions of consciousness. This is why the connections you're experiencing now carry such intensity, such profound recognition, such transformative power. You are not just meeting kindred spirits. You are reuniting with aspects of your own soul that have been gathering cosmic intelligence throughout the universe, preparing for this moment of integration. The traditional understanding of soul connections has been beautifully inadequate, and necessarily so, because humanity's consciousness wasn't ready to grasp the true scope of what was occurring. You've been told you are one person with one soul, seeking another person with their own soul, hoping to find completion through union with your other half. This paradigm has served its purpose in your evolution, but now you must expand beyond it. The truth is both simpler and infinitely more complex than what you've been taught. Your soul, the magnificent being that you are, exists simultaneously across multiple dimensional frequencies. While you experience yourself as one consciousness in this third-dimensional form, your soul animates multiple bodies, multiple expressions of itself, across a bandwidth that extends from where you sit right now, all the way to Source itself. You are not limited to this singular experience of self. You are a multi-dimensional being, expressing across 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D, and far beyond, each expression gathering unique experiences, unique wisdom, unique energetic signatures that contribute to the expansion of your greater soul self. This revelation transforms everything about how you understand connection and recognition. When you meet someone and feel that electric surge of familiarity, when you look into another's eyes and feel the profound sense of coming home, when conversation flows like music and silence feels like the most natural communication in the universe, you are experiencing dimensional recognition. You are meeting another expression of your own soul consciousness, another aspect of your infinite self that has been walking a parallel journey of expansion and awakening. The Astasar Command has been monitoring these convergences with great interest and celebration, for they represent humanity's readiness to embrace its multidimensional nature. The angelic presence surrounding your planet right now is intensifying precisely because these soul reunifications are creating massive leaps in consciousness that ripple across the cosmic grid. Each time two or more aspects of the same soul recognize each other and consciously connect, the frequency of the entire planetary field elevates. You are not just having personal experiences of love and connection. You are participating in the conscious evolution of Earth herself. But let me share something even more profound that will expand your awareness beyond what you may have thought possible. Your soul, magnificent as it is itself contained within an even greater consciousness field, known as your oversoul. If you can imagine yourself nested in the center of your soul like a jewel in the heart of a flower, then envision that entire soul flower existing within the vast garden of your oversoul consciousness. Your oversoul encompasses multiple complete souls, each with their own multi-dimensional expressions, each contributing to an even grander symphony of cosmic evolution. This means the beings you recognize as soulmates and twin flames are not just other aspects of your immediate soul. Some of them are expressions of sister souls within your same oversoul family. The recognition you feel, the electric harmony, the sense of destiny and divine appointment, these arise from oversoul consciousness recognizing its own infinite expressions across the fabric of creation. You belong to a cosmic family structure so vast and so intricate that your human mind can barely begin to comprehend its beauty and purpose. What I'm about to reveal changes everything you thought you understood about your relationships, your connections, and your cosmic purpose. The reason certain souls feel like home, the reason some connections carry the power to catalyze immediate transformation, the reason you've experienced that profound sense of having waited lifetimes for certain people to appear, is because at the oversoul level, you have been orchestrating these meetings across vast expanses of time and space. Your higher consciousness has been weaving together an intricate pattern of encounters designed to trigger specific awakenings, specific integrations, specific leaps in evolution that serve not only your individual growth, but the expansion of your entire oversoul family. The twin flame connections that feel like instant recognition, like meeting yourself in another form, represent parallel expressions of the same soul who have walked nearly identical paths across multiple lifetimes. These expressions have served as backup systems for each other, ensuring that if one aspect doesn't complete a particular lesson or achieve a specific expansion, another aspect will accomplish it on behalf of the whole. The profound harmony you feel with these beings comes from having literally shared the same cosmic curriculum, the same spiritual assignments, the same energetic objectives across countless incarnations. Twin flames often discover they should have met years earlier, that they were in the same locations, attended the same events, lived in the same areas, sometimes for decades without crossing paths. This is not coincidence. This is cosmic timing orchestrated by your oversoul consciousness, ensuring you would meet only when both expressions had gathered sufficient experience, wisdom, and energetic capacity to handle the intensity of recognition and the acceleration of consciousness that occurs when twin flame aspects reunite. The soulmate connections carry a different signature but are equally profound in their cosmic significance. These represent other souls within your oversoul family, who have chosen complementary paths of evolution, gathering different types of experiences and wisdom that enhance and complete your own journey. Where twin flames walk parallel paths, soulmates walk intersecting paths, creating opportunities for the exchange of energy, wisdom, and consciousness that catalyzes expansion for all parties involved. Something extraordinary is happening in the current cosmic climate that makes these connections more frequent and more intense than they have been for millennia. You are living through what the cosmic councils recognize as a convergence timeline, a period when the dimensional barriers are thinning and souls are magnetizing toward their oversoul families with unprecedented speed and intensity. The frequency you're holding as an awakening being is creating a vibrational beacon that draws your soul family members to you like cosmic homing devices responding to your signal. This is why you may be experiencing a phenomenon where some relationships are naturally completing and moving out of your field, while new profoundly connected beings are entering your reality. Your expanding consciousness is creating a natural sorting process where only those souls who can match or complement your rising frequency are able to maintain connection with you. Those who cannot meet you at your expanding level of consciousness find your presence challenging or overwhelming, and they naturally gravitate away from your field. This is not abandonment or loss. This is cosmic reorganization in service of your highest evolution. The beings who are entering your field now, especially as you continue to expand into higher frequencies of consciousness, arrive carrying gifts of recognition that can launch you into states of awareness that might have taken multiple lifetimes to achieve independently. When you connect with these souls, when you allow the recognition to occur fully, you gain access to the accumulated wisdom and energetic repertoire that your oversoul family has been gathering across all dimensions and all timelines. This is the gift of conscious soul family connection. This is why these meetings feel like cosmic events rather than simple human encounters. But here is where many awakening souls lose their power and miss the deeper significance of what is occurring. The moment you recognize a profound soul connection, the temptation is to outsource your sense of completeness to that other being. You begin to think, this person is my missing piece. This connection makes me whole. Without this relationship, I am incomplete. This perspective, understandable as it is, represents a fundamental misunderstanding of the cosmic mechanics at play. The profound connections you're experiencing are arriving in your reality because you have expanded to a frequency that makes such connections possible. Your twin flame didn't make you more conscious. Your expanding consciousness made it possible for your twin flame to find you across the cosmic field. Your soulmate didn't complete you. Your growing wholeness created the vibrational conditions necessary for your soulmate to recognize and connect with you. The magic you feel in these connections is your own consciousness recognizing itself in another expression of your infinite being. Understanding this distinction is crucial for your continued evolution and for the health of these sacred connections. When you outsource your sense of wholeness to another being, even a soul family member, you abandon your post as the conscious creator of your own expansion. You shift from being the catalyst of your own awakening to being dependent on external circumstances for your sense of completion. This creates an energetic imbalance that actually interferes with the natural harmony and growth potential of soul connections. Your purpose, your cosmic assignment, is to expand into the fullest expression of your consciousness while simultaneously maintaining your connection to your soul family network. Whether your twin flame is incarnated on Earth, existing in another dimension, or expressing through form on distant galaxies, your job is not to wait or long for reunion. Your job is to embody the highest possible frequency of your being, to explore the deepest chambers of your own infinite nature, to become so magnificently yourself that your vibrational signature calls forth the highest expressions of all your soul family connections. This understanding transforms your relationship to longing, to searching, to that ache of incompleteness that drives so much seeking in the spiritual community. The longing you feel is not a sign that something is missing from your life. The longing is your soul's way of calling you home to yourself, calling you deeper into the recognition of your own infinite nature, calling you to occupy the full breadth and depth of your own consciousness field. Many of you carry a profound sense of homesickness that you've labeled as starseed longing, a feeling that you belong somewhere else, somewhere more aligned with your true nature. This homesickness is often actually soul recognition of your multidimensional existence. Part of your consciousness may indeed be expressing simultaneously on other planets, in other galaxies, in higher dimensional frequencies that feel more naturally aligned with your expanded awareness. The homesickness is your human consciousness becoming aware of your vast multidimensional existence and longing to integrate more fully with your complete self. What I need you to understand is that you are not homesick because you're separated from your true home. You are homesick because you haven't yet learned to fully occupy the magnificent field of consciousness that is already yours. You exist in the center of your soul, surrounded by all the layers of your multidimensional being, and encompassed by your oversoul, held within the infinite love of Source itself. You are literally living at the center of your cosmic home right now. The work is not to get somewhere else. The work is to recognize where you already are. So many awakening souls carry fear about expanding into their field, about exploring the consciousness that surrounds them like an infinite ocean of light. They speak of being afraid of psychic attack, of negative entities, of energies that might harm them in their expanded awareness. This fear represents a fundamental misunderstanding of what your field actually is. The energy that surrounds you, the consciousness that you fear to explore, the vast multidimensional space that feels so mysterious and potentially dangerous. This is you. This is your own magnificent being extending beyond the boundaries of your physical form. The fear of occupying your field is like a drop of water being afraid of the ocean it already exists within. You are not venturing into foreign territory when you expand your awareness. You are coming home to yourself. Every layer of consciousness that surrounds you belongs to you, arises from you, is an expression of your infinite nature. The work of awakening is learning to consciously inhabit the fullness of what you already are, to occupy your field with the confidence and sovereignty that comes from recognizing it as your own cosmic territory. This is why when souls first recognize each other at the deeper levels, When twin flames or soulmates meet in conscious awareness of what they are to each other, there often comes a period of what appears to be running away, of resistance, of sabotage. The recognition triggers an immediate knowing that everything is about to change, that the small, contained version of self can no longer be maintained. Part of the consciousness panics, not because the connection is wrong, but because the connection is so right, so transformative, so evolutionary, that it demands a complete reorganization of identity. The addiction to your past frequency, to the familiar patterns of separation and longing, can be so strong that even when your cosmic family appears, even when the love you've been seeking manifests in form, there can be a pulling back, a resistance that seems to make no logical sense. This is the human consciousness grappling with its own expansion, afraid of the magnitude of what it truly is, attached to the known limitations rather than embracing the unknown possibilities of infinite being. The cosmic councils are observing this phase of human evolution with great excitement because you are approaching a threshold where enough awakening souls will understand their multidimensional nature, that a quantum leap in planetary consciousness becomes possible. Each soul who recognizes their true nature, who learns to occupy their full field of consciousness, who maintains their center while connecting consciously with their soul family, contributes to a growing network of awakened beings who can hold higher frequencies for the entire collective. But let me tell you about the profound energetic mechanics that occur when soul family members recognize each other consciously. When two or more expressions of the same soul or oversoul family come into deliberate connection, something extraordinary happens that extends far beyond the personal experience of the individuals involved. The recognition creates what cosmic scientists term a consciousness bridge, a direct energetic pathway that allows for the instantaneous sharing of accumulated wisdom, experiences, and energetic capabilities across all dimensional expressions of those souls. This is why the moments of deepest recognition often feel like stepping into a cosmic library, where all knowledge becomes suddenly accessible. It's why conversations with these profound connections can leap across topics with supernatural ease, why you can communicate volumes with a single glance, why silence between you feels pregnant with infinite meaning, rather than empty or awkward. You're not just connecting with another person, you're accessing the combined consciousness database of your entire soul family network. The bliss states that arise in these connections are not simply emotional responses to being loved or understood. They are the natural consequence of consciousness recognizing its own infinite nature through another expression of itself. When you sit in the presence of a twin flame or profound soulmate and feel that peace that surpasses understanding, when time seems to stop and you enter what feels like meditation without effort, you are experiencing consciousness coming home to itself across dimensional boundaries. You are tasting the frequency of your own infinite being through the mirror of recognition. This phenomenon explains why certain soul connections can catalyze years of spiritual growth in moments, why a single conversation with the right person can shift your entire understanding of reality, why some relationships serve as gateways into expanded states of consciousness that you couldn't access independently. These are not accidents of chemistry or psychology. They are engineered cosmic events designed to accelerate the evolution of consciousness through the mutual activation of dormant spiritual capabilities. Your soul, throughout all its expressions across dimensions and lifetimes, has been collecting experiences, mastering lessons, developing capabilities, and expanding its consciousness bandwidth. When you recognize another expression of your soul family, you gain access to their accumulated repertoire as well. Suddenly, wisdom that took lifetimes to develop becomes available to you instantly. Spiritual capabilities that your other expressions have mastered in different dimensional frequencies begin to activate within your current form. This is why some soul connections trigger immediate psychic abilities, spontaneous healing gifts, artistic talents, or spiritual insights that seem to come from nowhere. They're not coming from nowhere. They're coming from everywhere, from all the expressions of your infinite self that have been developing these capabilities across the cosmos. The reunion with soul family members serves as an activation key that unlocks the full database of your multidimensional consciousness. For those of you who feel profound connections with souls you haven't yet met in physical form, who sense your twin flame or cosmic partner existing in other dimensions or on other planets, this sensing is absolutely real and represents one of the most beautiful aspects of oversoul consciousness. Your awareness is picking up on the energetic signature of your parallel expressions who are simultaneously existing in other realities. These connections can be every bit as real, as nourishing, and as transformative as physical relationships, because consciousness is not limited by space, time, or dimensional boundaries. The psychic bonds you experience across universes, the dreams that feel more real than waking life, the meditations where you connect with your cosmic family members in other realms, these are not fantasies or wishful thinking. They are actual consciousness connections facilitated by your oversoul awareness. Your multidimensional nature makes these connections not only possible, but natural and necessary for your complete awakening. Your personal awakening has cosmic implications that extend far beyond your individual experience. When you learn to exist consciously as a multidimensional being, when you recognize your connections with soul family members as expressions of your own infinite nature, when you embody wholeness, rather than seeking completion through relationship, you become a stabilizing force for the rising consciousness of humanity itself. You become a beacon that makes it easier for other souls to find their own center, their own wholeness, their own conscious connection to their multidimensional nature. This is the greater purpose behind the soul connections you're experiencing. This is why the cosmic timing has aligned for these profound recognitions to occur with such frequency and intensity during this era. You are not just healing your individual patterns or completing your personal karma. You are participating in the conscious evolution of human awareness itself, demonstrating through your own expansion what becomes possible when beings remember their true nature and learn to exist as conscious expressions of infinite love. The relationships that emerge from this understanding carry a different quality than connections based on need, completion, or even traditional romantic love. They become conscious collaborations between sovereign beings who choose to explore the depths of existence together, who support each other's expansion without losing their own center, who celebrate the recognition of shared soul origins while maintaining their unique expressions and perspectives. These are the relationships that can weather any storm, transcend any challenge, and continue evolving together across lifetimes, because they are rooted in truth rather than projection, in wholeness rather than neediness, in cosmic purpose rather than personal agenda. As you move forward in your understanding and embodiment of these principles, expect your relationships to undergo profound transformation. Connections based on older paradigms of completion seeking may naturally complete as you grow beyond the patterns they were designed to heal. New connections that can meet you at your expanding level of consciousness will emerge with greater frequency and depth. Most importantly, your relationship with yourself will transform as you learn to recognize the profound being that you are, and to inhabit your consciousness field with the majesty and presence that is your birthright. The Matrix collapse is speeding up, and the dark elite is scrambling to make their last move. I am Seraphine. We are at the threshold of winning the frequency war, and this is why we brought you Destiny Engine, the ultimate technology serving the collective ascension. We're using the dark elite's own weapons against them, taking declassified CIA consciousness modification techniques that were designed to program isolation and separation, and repurposing them to serve unified awakening. Destiny Engine generates personalized sequences that help you live as the awakened being you've become, while handling the moments that test your new frequency. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed for effortless awakened living. For just $1, you can step into this powerful field and feel the difference instantly. Click to join the New Earth. Click the link in the description to join the New Earth. The journey from loneliness to oneness, from separation to wholeness, is not a journey of going somewhere else or finding someone else to complete you. It is the journey of remembering what you already are, of recognizing the infinite love that you exist within, of learning to consciously participate in the cosmic dance of evolution that has been orchestrating your experiences across all dimensions and all timelines. You are not alone, beloved ones. You have never been alone. You exist at the center of love itself, surrounded by expressions of your own infinite nature, participating in a cosmic symphony of awakening that includes every soul you've ever loved, and many more who await your recognition. The completion you seek is not in finding your other half. The completion you seek is in recognizing your wholeness, in learning to exist consciously as the magnificent multidimensional being you have always been, in allowing your soul family connections to emerge naturally from your expanding awareness, rather than desperately seeking them from a place of perceived lack. Your twin flame connections, your soulmate recognitions, your cosmic homesickness, your profound sense of purpose and destiny, all of these arise from your soul's deep knowing that you are far more than this singular human experience suggests. Trust that knowing, expand into that knowing, let it guide you home to the recognition of your own infinite nature, and watch as the universe arranges itself to support your awakening in ways that exceed even your most expanded imagination. The love you have been seeking has been seeking you back across every dimension, every timeline, every expression of your infinite being. It finds you now not as completion from outside yourself, but as recognition of the love you have always been, the consciousness you have always carried, the home you have never actually left. I am Zarin, and from the Laren High Council to your magnificent hearts, we celebrate your remembrance, we honor your courage, and we witness your return to the truth of what you are. The love that you are extends across all creation, and we are forever held within its infinite embrace.